Hello students, today we will start History chapter 2 on the trail of the earliest people. Children, the life was very different in ancient times than today. Now we will be talking about the main points of the earliest people: making stone tools, a changing environment, agricultural revolution, division of human historical time, Paleolithic, Mesolithic and Neolithic age. The last topic is elsewhere, rock paintings of France. Let's discuss it in detail. Why were they on the move? First point, 2 million years ago, humans were hunters gatherers. They gathered food, roots, seeds, etc., and hunted animals, fish, and birds. All the work was very difficult. Second point, animals were stronger and ran faster, so humans needed to be very robust, alert, quick, and have presence of mind. Third, to collect plants, knowledge of plants is needed to know which of them is poisonous. Also, knowledge of seasons was required. Basically, people moved from place to place due to following reasons. If they stayed for long, they would have eaten everything available. Animals moved from place to place, so people also needed to follow. Plants and trees grew according to seasons. People need water always, and many sources of water are non-perennial, so they get dried. What do perennial mean? Perennial sources of water are those rivers and lakes in which water is available throughout the year. For example, Ganga River, Yamuna River. Non-perennial sources of water are those rivers and lakes in which water is not available throughout the year. Water in them get dried up in summer season. Example, Mahanadi, Krishna. How do we know about them? Archaeologists have found tools made of wood, bone, and stone used by early people for cutting bone and meat, chop fruits, digging roots, and stitching clothes of animal skin. Some may have been attached to handles of bone or wood to make spears and arrows for hunting. People also used to chop wood, as wood was used in making huts. People trying to find better quality stone, so the places where good quality stones were found turned to become factory sites. We find blocks of stone, tools, vast amount of chips of waste stones in those sites. People lived in those sites for long, so they became habitation cum factory sites. Example, Bhimbetka in Madhya Pradesh. They have caves and rock shelters. These caves provided shelter from rains, heat, and wind. How the early people make stone tools? Stone on stone. Here, the pebble from which the tool was to be made, also called the core, was held in one hand. Another stone, which was used as a hammer, was held in the other hand. The second stone was used to strike off flakes from the first till the required shape was obtained. Pressure flaking is another type. Here the core was placed on a firm surface. The hammer stone was used on a piece of bone or stone that was placed on the core to remove flakes that could be shaped into tools. How early people find the fire? So, finding about fire is another topic. Now, traces of ash found in Karnool caves. Fire used as a source of light to cook food and to scare wild animals. Now, a changing environment. 12,000 years ago, climate changed to a relative warm condition. This increased the grasslands. Thus, grass-eating animals like cattle, goats, etc. People started herding and rearing those animals. Okay, how the early man start of agriculture. Grain-bearing grasses like wheat, barley, maize, rice grew naturally in different parts of the world. People learned about them and found them as an easy way to use them as meal. Thus they started to grow crops. This requires great care, time and dedication, so they had less and less time to go for hunting and wandering from place to place. Slowly, permanent settlements appeared. Now about the three important ages: Paleolithic age, Mesolithic age and Neolithic age. 2 million years ago to 12,000 years ago, earliest period of history, is known as Paleo. It means old. Lithic means stone. Second is Mesolithic age, 12,000 to 10,000 years ago, meaning middle stone. Stone tools found were small in size called microliths, which were attached to handles to make arrows and sickles. Third, Neolithic age, from 10,000 years ago. Now some information about rock paintings and ostriches. Many caves in which people lived had rock paintings which showed wild animals with great accuracy and skill. Some of these caves are found in Madhya Pradesh and southern Uttar Pradesh. About ostriches. Ostriches were found in India during the Paleolithic period. Many ostrich eggshells were found at Patna in Maharashtra. Designs were engraved on some pieces, while beads were also made out of them. The last point is elsewhere. Beside this, rock paintings in France were made between 20,000 and 10,000 years ago. Many of these were of wild animals painted in bright colors. These colors were made from minerals like iron ore or charcoal. It is possible that these paintings were done on ceremonial occasions, or perhaps they were made for special rituals.